Back by overwhelming demand, the multiple Tony Award-winning musical MJ is making a victorious return to Chicago. MJ goes beyond Michael Jackson's singular moves and signature sound, offering a rare glimpse at the making of the 1992 Dangerous World Tour. And joining us now is none other than Chicago's very own Brandon Lee Harris. Brandon, welcome to the show.
Hello. How are y'all doing?
Doing great.
We're great. How are you doing? How's the tour going?
I'm doing all right. The tour is going. The tour has been going for 2 years now. We just hit 800 shows last week.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it is going and going, and we're happy to be back in Chicago.
Where are you right now in these United States?
Currently, I'm in Chicago right now. I actually got to Chicago on Monday, and we've been doing press around the city and stuff. I'm
fabulous.
I'm chilling in the city now.
So you're back home.
I am indeed back home.
Love it. Well, we cannot wait for the show to open here at Broadway in Chicago's James M. Nederlander Theater. Can you tell folks a little bit about the story and how it's told with MJ the Musical?
Yes, absolutely. So MJ the Musical takes place over the last 2 days of rehearsal for the Dangerous World Tour in '92. And simultaneously, while we're in this rehearsal studio, MJ is being interviewed by MTV. And throughout this interview process, you kind of get, taken back through his life. And so you see a little Michael, you see the Jackson 5, you see a teenage Michael, which is the Michael that I play, and you see Michael going from the Jackson 5 to the Jacksons to his solo career, all the way up until 1992. And it's just a fun show. It feels like a concert. All the numbers, all of the choreo, all of the fashion that we know and love from Michael and Michael's lifetime is in the show. It's a really fun one.
So, Brandon, were you a big Michael fan growing up? And what does it mean to you to be portraying Michael?
Absolutely. Michael is definitely like my inspiration for wanting to be a performer. He is the reason why I got into theater. The first role I ever got was in 5th grade, and it was The Wiz, and I did play the Scarecrow.
Yes.
Perfect.
So it's all really tied back to him. We share a birthday. It feels very full circle.
Wow.
To be able to be portraying him. Yeah.
Amazing.
Were you kind of overwhelmed when you got the news, like, you're going to be playing Michael? Like, how?
Absolutely. I dropped my phone.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%.
When I got the call, I dropped my phone and had to apologize for dropping my phone in some profanity.
Instead of a mic drop, you did a phone drop, right?
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it at all.
So how did you, how did you prepare for this part? You know, it was somebody who's just so iconic and singular.
Yeah.
Like I remember the moment that he did the moonwalk on the Motown Celebrate. Like, I remember watching it live and being like, what just happened?
Yeah.
He's not of this planet. Like, how did you prepare?
Exactly. I think that in part, without me knowing, I've been kind of prepping for something like this all my life, with Michael being somebody that I aspire to be like as a performer, as an entertainer. But then on the flip side of that, working with MJ the Musical and working so closely like with the Jackson Estate and whatnot, we got to work with people and got to be in the rooms with people that really did know Michael, worked with Michael. And so specifically like Rich and Tone Talawega, who are brothers that were founded by Michael, and then they went on the history tour and danced with him. They choreographed the You Rock My World video. They basically come in and they authenticate all of the movements that all of the MJs and the Michaels and the little Michaels get to really make it
authentic.
Not just us trying to imitate Michael, but really having like the Michael Bible like put on us. It's honestly, it's really, really special because I don't think a lot of people get this kind of opportunity to be working with these folks and the trust that they have in us, but then also how hard they work with us. It's really crazy.
Oh yeah, and then also the director, Christopher Wheeldon.
Absolutely,
like because he's a big Chicago guy with the Joffrey Ballet. Yeah. What was that? I mean, clearly the man knows how to dance. So like, how? What was that like having? You have this. Go. Sorry.
It was no. It was incredibly nerve-wracking initially. I remember being in my first callback and doing choreo in front of Chris Wheeldon and freaking out because I'm like, what is happening? Why am I doing this? How am I here? But no, Chris Wheeldon is incredibly sweet. He's incredibly patient and he's incredibly knowledgeable. He has so many good things to give to us. He comes and visits the tour. Obviously, MJ has kind of expanded itself beyond New York and beyond the tour. We're now international and whatnot. And Chris Wheeldon, along with Dante Keene, Michael Valderrama, they really do a great job at, taking really, really good care of us, giving us all the things that we need to make this show a success. Chris is great. He's incredible.
Brandon, how much the show, I believe, got its first run here in Chicago, right?
Yes. We opened the tour in Chicago.
And how has it evolved? Has it changed for those that may have seen it that may want to come back and see it again? Is it pretty much the same show, or did you guys do some?
It is the same show. We've gotten cleaner. We've gotten more stable. I think the first time we were in Chicago, there was so much energy around it. We were opening the show. We were in tech, and then we were in previews, and then we had our sit down here, and it was the first stop of the tour. And now we've got 2 years under our belts. We've gone through some cast changes, but nonetheless, the energy is still there. I think just in general we've gotten stronger as an ensemble. So I think that Chicago is really in for just an even better show.
Well, that's saying a lot because the people I know that saw it were raving about it the first time around.
Yay.
So I can only imagine.
We're happy.
So when you come back to Chicago, to your hometown, is there something that you go do right away? Is there some Chicago thing that you miss that you make sure that you, whether it's a food thing or an art thing, whatever it is?
The first thing that I did when I got back home that felt very true to Chicago was order a pizza puff because I can't get pizza puffs literally anywhere
Pizza
else.
puffs?
Yes.
Well, okay,
from
enlighten me. From where?
Oh my God. Okay. So Italco, I want to say that's the brand. Italco has the beef, pepperoni, cheese, pizza puffs. And then there are places like J&J's or Sharks or even just your, corner chicken shack or burger place. They'll have pizza puffs as a side item.
Now we know.
Oh my God. We need to hang out.
I get a nice little pizza puff, some lemon pepper, some mild sauce, some fries. And it is indeed the first thing that I eat.
I knew you'd have a good. I'm getting hungry here. I got to go have me a pizza.
I know. It's like, Brandon, we need to hang out more often because that sounds right up my alley. So you're playing middle Michael. What sort of year in terms of the canon of the catalog of his work? What does that cover?
Yes. So I come in. Kind of basically Michael going through puberty. I play him from about 15, 16 till he's about 24, 25.
Mm-hmm.
So I cover once the Jackson 5 leaves Motown and become the Jacksons, and then also going into solo MJ, so Off the Wall and Thriller. That's my territory. I call it Primetime Michael. That is the Michael that I live in.
Do you have is there, okay, look, you've been doing this show for 2 years. You're 800 performances. How do you keep it fresh for you? Because here's one thing that I don't think a lot of audiences just realize, you do this 8 times a week. Wow. It is when you go see a movie, they had to do it once to get it right. You have to do it right 8 times a week. It is challenging, and it's it's the same stuff. So how do you keep it fresh and alive, or is it just the music
Honestly,
gets you through?
I think it's a very good mix of the company that I keep. The company of MJ the Musical First National Tour is an incredible company. So many relationships have blossomed since we debuted in Chicago. Like, these are my best friends, these are my family. So sharing the stage with them every night, and then also, our swings and our covers. Like, we have such a great pool of people that are on that stage with us nightly, and so I think that excitement, obviously, also the touring part of it, the new cities, the new audiences, the new people coming to see the show, gives us some excitement. And then also too, it's Michael's music. Like, as much as you might think, like, 2 years into this, I would never want to be starting something again. It's not true.
No.
Like, it's so not true. I still want to put it on. It's an incredible catalog. So yeah, I think that's kind of how it kind of stays fresh.
That's how legends are, they're legendary. Their music is timeless, and he is definitely in that category. That is very cool. And you went to Berklee School of Music. Was your study vocals, or did you do it?
So yeah, crazy enough, I went to Berklee College of Music, and I was studying music business, music education, and songwriting. And I was doing a ton of performing around Boston and just around, like, the East Coast in general, and kind of like full force, like focusing on the artist thing. And then I graduated school, and MJ came around, and I was like, why don't I just go for it? I was not thinking that the musical theater route would be a route that I'd be going down. And by God, 2 years later, I'm still here, and I'm thankful.
And
so,
kudos to you for being for going to Berklee. It's not easy school to get into. So I admire you for that.
That's awesome. I had former students who I used to be a high school theater teacher, Brandon, and I had two. Some of my students went to Berklee, and sort of I'm a gunkle as well, so my niece went there.
Oh, that's so
yeah, it's a great school. It's a great school. So okay, do you sing "Blame It on the Boogie"?
I don't know how much I can say.
Okay. Never mind. Let it be a surprise. Let it be a surprise.
I don't know how much I can say, but yes, I can say that I do that.
Okay, I was going to say, that must mean yes.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
I really don't know how much I can say.
That's cool. It's cool. But are you sure? Do you want to be starting something? I mean, I don't know. I think maybe we've kept you too long. You should probably just beat it right now. So
you have some good ideas. I think you have some good ideas.
Do all three Michaels get the same stage time, or is one of the Michaels on more? I'm just curious.
So throughout the entire show, you see a main MJ. You see the 1992 MJ. He's basically the one, like, narrating the story, and also obviously performing and in the rehearsal and being interviewed and whatnot. Everything that you're seeing, from the flashbacks to the memories to the big production numbers, are kind of stemming from Michael's brain. So, like, all of the big imaginative crazy stuff, that's stemming from, okay, this is coming from Michael's thoughts. These are coming from Michael's creative process. So you see big MJ all the time. Little Michael, you see kind of first half of the show, or first quarter of the show. Middle Michael kind of takes you through second quarter into third-ish quarter of the show, and then the fourth quarter of the show, kind of MJ takes it home. But you see all of us quite a bit.
Okay, good, because I want to see you. So I want to make sure I get to see you.
You will absolutely see me.
Well, make sure that you go and see him when MJ the Musical comes to Broadway in Chicago's James M. Niederlander Theaters August 12th through the 24th. For tickets, you can go to BroadwayInChicago.com. Brandon Lee Harris, welcome home. Enjoy your time performing for your home city, and break all of the legs, and mama say, mama sa, mama kusa.
Thank y'all so much.
I love it.
All right.
Great to meet you.
Welcome home. Thank you.
So nice to meet you.